Welcome back. Well, most homeowners will have to replace their roof at least once and probably more. So, today, an alternative solution that can help the environment and save you money at the same time. Joining me now is Mike Fiesel. He's the CEO and co owner of RoofMax Technologies, which is an organic spray on plant based material that's able to rejuvenate your old roof. It's going to sound good. Good to see you, Mike.
Good to see you. Thanks for having me on, Tiffany.
Thanks for joining me. I think this is going to sound great to people because they're going to be like, "Wait, what? There's a way to rejuvenate my roof." So, before we get to the actual product, tell me a little bit about your history in the roofing business.
Sure. So my brother and I started in the roofing business back in the mid '80s, and since then, roofing material we saw over a 25-year period, materials became thinner and lighter. And so ultimately, we sold our roof replacement company and then went down this path of roofing sustainability or roof rejuvenation, which is what it's now called.
Well, and you use the word sustainability, and so a lot of people think about the environment. So, if somebody is replacing a roof frequently, what does that do to the environment? What are we worried about?
Sure, about 3.5 tons of debris go to the landfill from the average roof, and it sits there for 300 years before it decomposes. So it's really environmentally not friendly from that standpoint, not to mention the wasted resources and financial resources, the property owner's financial resources. So that's important as well. Needs sustainability there.
That's a lot of waste, and we definitely don't want to be doing that. How long should a new roof last? And when you say this answer, is it with the newer, thinner roofing that you're talking about?
Yeah, in southern markets, roofs are today lasting 12, 15 years. Northern markets, 15 to 20 years. They used to last 30 plus years, but about a third of the asphalt has been removed. They sell them as 50-year and lifetime products, or the majority of products sold in the market today are 50 or a lifetime, but it just doesn't last that long. So really, they just less asphalt, they dry out quicker. When they dry out, like the reason you get a pothole in the road, you have to replace the roof.
So when somebody has someone come to their house, maybe they're looking to sell, buy, or they just know that there's a problem and they've got a contractor over and they say, "Hey, you need to replace your roof." What kind of questions should they ask before they do it?
Well, I mean, if you're not a roofing contractor, really what it takes is somebody getting on the roof to do the inspection, to assess the roof to see if it really does need replaced. Before I would take that from a roofing contractor, I would always at least get a home inspector to take a look. We offer free assessments as well. But 9 out of 10 roofs today that are going to the landfill, we're able to take and treat 2 treatments. One treatment lasts for 5 years. So we can take the average roof today and extend it out by an additional 10 years for just a fraction of the cost of replacement.
Wow. Okay, so let's talk about how you do this. This is an innovative product you created, and it's organic, it's plant-based, and it's a spray-on, correct?
Correct. So it gets topically applied, it gets sprayed onto the roof, and then it penetrates down into the shingles within about 30 minutes. So we don't have to worry about rain washing it away. And the magic really happens down in the shingle. As an asphalt shingle dries out, as it becomes more brittle, it's the petrochemical oil that allows the roof to remain flexible and waterproof. As that petrochemical oil dries out, again, eventually you have to replace the roof. The granules, the coating starts to shed off and so forth. We're just putting the bio oil down into the shingle, which then restores the flexibility. We're just resaturating the roof with a bio oil instead of a petrochemical oil. So it's clean, there's no mess, it's quick. We're in and out in an hour and a half, 2 hours on average. So it's a pretty low, it's a quick process that saves money, and it's really not an impact of daily life like a roof replacement, which can be a few days and a lot of mess.
I think that's going to sound very appealing to many people. And because of that flexibility, if you're restoring that into a shingle, then when there's high winds, like we just saw yesterday in Milwaukee, different times like that, does it make it less likely to blow off with the wind or have issues like that?
100%. So a flexible roof is a much stronger roof. Think about a palm tree in a hurricane. You need to have, your roof has to be flexible. It has to contract and expand daily, just from temperature fluctuations, let alone on a summer day when the roof might be 140 or 150 degrees, a thunder shower blows in, cools the roof down to 60, 70 degrees very quickly, and then the sun pops back out. So that roof is contracting and expanding all of the time. So it really needs to be saturated with oil and be flexible. And that's how a roof stays strong. When it's new, it's flexible.
Mike, we're basically out of time, but I just want you to mention the cost savings with RoofMax Technologies versus doing what you're talking about versus a roof replacement.
Yeah, we're about an 80% savings over the traditional roof replacement. And again, like I said, we can treat the average roof that goes to the landfill. About 90% of the time, we can help a homeowner who believes they need a new roof. They've been told by a contractor it's time to replace it. About 9 out of 10 roofs, we're able to extend out 2 treatments or 10 years. And it's an 80% savings for the first treatment. So if the average roof is going out 15 years, if a new roof's going to last for 15 years, on a year-over-year basis, it's half the price of roof replacement. So it's a lot less expensive to maintain the roof.
Pretty fantastic. Thank you for joining us today, Mike. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having us on. Take care.
Yep, love what you're doing. All right, for more information on RoofMax Technologies, go to roofmax.com or call the toll-free number. It's 855-RoofMax, and they will as well work with roofing contractors too.